Alright, here we go. Colors I'm using in this painting it's Monkey Art Creations here. My name's Shannon, and I'm going to be using Deco Art Metallics in the 24 karat gold. Bear with me here, this is my first video ever, on YouTube that is. I am using Artist's Loft Crimson. Sorry, I had to check there for a second, make sure we were recording. And then I'm using Metallic Black. And that's it. I mix them with my Floetrol, and then I have them in my bottles here, and I'm going to attempt to do somewhat of something that I've seen Mixed Media Girl do, and she's really awesome. I learned a lot from a lot of the people on YouTube. Anyone wants to learn, you watch everyone that you can watch to learn how to do these things. Oh, one thing I forgot. Oh, here they are. I'll do it real quick on camera. Usually I would do this off camera. But put some tacks in the bottom of your canvas, just so that it gives you the room for it to drip and that it's not sticking to your paper. And I put parchment paper for now till I get one of the silicone thing mats that they have that Lowly Betty makes. You can go to lowlybeppy.com, I believe, and find those. So I just use parchment paper for now until I'm able to purchase one of those. So we're going to do this and get these down in here. I usually would have done that ahead of time, and then that will help you. And make sure my painting is somewhat level, which it's not. It needs to go up just a tad. But we're going to probably be okay because I'm going to kind of come down a little bit. So it'll be okay on this one. But normally you want to make sure your paintings are completely level. Okay, so I'm going to start by adding just a tiny bit of white in the bottom of this. We'll see how this goes. I probably put too much white, but let's see how it goes. Now I'm going to put some crimson. And I'm just going to kind of put it on down the side of this. Leave it open in case I use it again. I'm going to do some black. Hopefully you guys are being able to see. This is metallic black. Do some gold. And we're just going to alternate those colors until I get this cup full. I may want to do less amounts of the colors. So a little more gold in the beginning that we're going to do. I love the Deco Art 24 karat gold. It is beautiful. Is this the next one? Yeah, this would be the next one. Let's do some smaller amounts just for fun. See how this goes. And just keep going. Back and forth with our colors until we get what we want here. I have a feeling that the gold and the black is probably going to take over our red just because they're metallics. Let me add a little more red in that one. And then a black again. This may or may not turn out the way I want it to, but we shall see. Seems like they are swallowing up the reds. The black and the gold is swallowing up the red, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I'd say that's enough paint. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little more red. I'm indecisive. Maybe put a drop of white in the beginning. Just one little drop. Alright. See how this goes, guys. This is all trial and error. That's the fun of this. So let's see how it goes. I'm going to squeeze this the best I can right here where we started out at. And I'm going to do like a tree ring pour. But I'm going to try to come down it really slow. I need to go wider. In circles. Let me go back just a little bit. Not quite doing what I wanted it to do. Okay, now here we go. I might have went too far. Oh, I'm messing it up. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to do. But my point was to come down. First time I ever tried this. And my point was to come down and do like a tornado at the end. Didn't quite turn out that way. But we're going to run this out and see what it looks like. Not exactly what I wanted, but we'll see what happens. Let's run this out. Actually, let's pop the bubbles first. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, but it never really turns out that way, guys. That usually what you have in your mind is not always what turns out to look like when you do it. But that's the fun of this. It really is. Pop the bubbles. Yeah, that red really got mixed in there. Just try just kind of rocking it back and forth at the moment, because I don't want to take too much of that pretty design in the middle off. Or that different design in the middle off, really is what you would call that. Not really, maybe not so pretty of a design, but you never know. Hey, the red may show up when we get to doing bring this back to the middle. I'm trying not to, sorry guys, you're probably not seeing that. Try not to run the middle out too much so that we can keep this look of that being in the middle. So I'm trying to keep rocking this paint back and forth. You can manipulate it however you wish, but I'm trying to slowly, hopefully you can see this, it's my first video, trying to slowly get this, and I keeping that look hopefully in the middle. That's why I keep going back. I keep bringing that design there back so that it doesn't run off the side. Now we're getting to where we're going to run off the side here pretty soon. Let's see what we can do here. Let's run it down this way a tad. I don't want to go too much. Okay. I start running off the side, that's when it scares me. So I'm going to run this down some more this way. Then I'm going to run it back. Yeah, I see that red hiding under there, so it's pretty, it's under there. See what we can do if we bring some of this gold down this way. Oh, let's bring it back, because I don't want to lose that. Don't want to lose that design in the middle. Okay, so let's just keep on going. Looks like the Floetrol is going to give us some cells in this. Run this off the side just a little, but I don't want to run it off too much yet. Same here. I'm going to go ahead and run that off, but I don't want to run it off too much. So I'll just spot my corners with my fingers so that it doesn't run that off too much. Now let's come back bring this back to the middle. I'm just going to pat that in there so that we don't run off all that red, because that is really pretty, honestly. Let's bring this back to the middle again. I'm sorry if I'm lifting it too high, because I really want that to come across the middle right there. I forgot to put my gloves on, silly me. Alright, let's try to bring this down. Nope, not quite yet. Let's get this side. Go, 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 go. There we go. Now let's bring it back. And we can kind of just dot these sides here. Well, let's try to bring this whole centerpiece back to the middle. Wow. That gold really took over this painting. That is for sure. Now we're going to slowly try to run this off and maybe keep this white in the middle. That's definitely a different, very pretty, different, I don't know. I like it. Definitely if you're someone that likes dark colors, metallic colors, you're going to like something like this. You could do this idea with any colors, but I thought the crimson, the gold, and the metallic black would look awesome. I didn't quite do the technique quite right, but I think I'm going to leave that alone, just like that. I wanted to keep that white. See if I can bring it back down to the middle. I don't think it's going to stay there, though. We still got a lot of paint here we could play with and get lots of different looks out of this. That white run up there a little more than what I wanted it to. I don't know if I want to run that off the edge or leave it alone. Okay. I'm going to just leave it alone. This is the glory of doing fluid art. You can run it off or you can keep it on there. I don't think that part's wanting to run off. Yeah, it is. It's slowly going there. I think I want to run that white off if I can. Not running off too much of the other colors. Let's run it back now. Straight back. Sorry if you guys can't see that. Now we'll run it straight back. And there we go. If I keep playing, I'll be getting something that I change my mind and be like, oh, I don't want that. So let's leave it alone. Let's kind of bring this back to the center. Possible. Well, that made a pretty design out there. I'm going to leave that alone though. Wow, that really did. When I brought that back, that really made a pretty design, but I'm afraid to go too far out and then mess it up. So here I go, still playing with it. I like that design that this white is bringing out. So maybe I do want to bring that out just a little bit more. You know what, guys? I'm going to stop right there. Stop right there. There's my paper towel. I'm going to throw my torch to it. Pop any bubbles that may be in it so that they don't make it. And it may even bring up some cells by doing that. I'm not really looking for cells too much in this picture, or in this painting, but maybe. And I got a lot of pretty when I brought that back on there, so that's actually a pretty good idea. Maybe I need to tilt this. Make sure you get all your sides. If you have to, you just pop your corners. I think I've got that side. Let's see.